So you're looking to move to Houston and you're interested in new construction, and maybe you have a decent sized family and you need a pretty good sized home. Well, today we're going to be discussing one of the hottest builders out here in Houston. They're called Westin, and I take it that's why you're here sitting and tuning into this video right now. We're going to touch on what differentiates them from other builders in the Houston area. We're going to talk about why they're hot, and we're going to showcase their product today by doing a first point of view type of tour so that you can see exactly what I'm seeing as I walk around the home and what you would ultimately see if you stepped foot in one. And believe me, you're not going to want to miss it because these homes are phenomenal and gorgeous. So we're going to jump into that right now. Now, before we dive into the details of Westin, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for viewing, and I hope you get some value out of this content. Now, if you can hit that like button, comment, hit the subscription button and notification bell so you get notified on all things I post North Houston weekly, that would be very helpful and very much appreciated. Now, if you don't already know who I am, my name is Mark Archer, and I'm a local realtor born and raised out here in the Houston area, helping people just like you relocate out here to the Houston area. So if that describes you, if that sounds like something you're interested in, please click the link below in the comments that's pinned, or also feel free to call me, shoot me a text, or send me an email so that we can get connected and see if Houston's a good fit. So now let's dive into Westin and what differentiates them out here in the Houston area. All right, so I'm guessing you're here because you want to learn all about Westin. They're all the rage out here. They're buzzing, they're hot out here in the Houston area. And they've actually been around a while, and no, they are not to be confused or linked up with. They're not connected in any way with the Westin hotel chain. So this is a completely different company. They focus solely on building homes, and they actually started in the mid-90s, and the owner to date is still involved on the floor plans and even the business. It's kind of a family-owned business, and they are Houston-based, and that's where they started. However, they just branched off into the Austin markets, and so sky's the limit. Let's see where Westin goes from here. But as of now, those are the two cities they're building in, and really in Houston, they're building all across Houston. Now, you're gonna mainly find them, or actually exclusively, I should say, find them in the master plan communities out here. So Houston's really known for master plan communities, and real quickly what those are: really nice developments with tons of amenities and usually multiple builders, usually a minimum of 3, and you can get upwards of to a dozen or more builders in a given community or master plan community. But usually there's lots of acreage, lots of homes. They could be anywhere from 1,500 homes to 20,000 homes. And so Houston's just kind of known for it. I believe we're one of the top cities in the country for these master plan communities, and they're really ideal for families of all ages with kids. Usually they're zoned to really good schools, and there's just a lot to do within the neighborhood and the community. So it's really cool to get immersed in that. So that's where you're gonna find Westin, is in these master plan communities out here throughout Houston. Now, what they're known for and what they're renowned for are these 2-story homes, although they do build phenomenal 1-story homes, and I am gonna show you one here in this video, so stay tuned for that. You're not gonna wanna miss it, but they're known for their 2 stories, and these are gonna be larger, anywhere from 3,100 square feet to 3,800 plus square feet. And these could be tough to find with pretty good bang for your buck. And so out here in master plan communities, you know, you've probably watched some of my videos where I talk about the lot size. And so anywhere from a 40 or 45 foot lot all the way up to the 65, 70 foot lots is what you're gonna see Westin building. And that's just the width of the lot, right? And so usually you have a 5-foot build line on either side of that, and the home is on average about 10 feet lesser in width than the lot. So Westin, you know, where they kind of hang out is typically the 50 to 65 foot lot range. And with that, they're building these gorgeous 2-story homes that can really accommodate pretty large families. So some of the things that they're known for are going to be these rotunda style staircases with this signature tray style ceiling. They're absolute pieces or jaw droppers. The moment you walk in, it's always the centerpiece of the home, and you kind of notice your eye is drawn to that right away. And so it's got that wow factor. Every 2-story I could think of, minus literally a handful, has this rotunda style staircase with that tray ceiling up at the top. So it's pretty cool. Another thing, you know, most, if not all of their 2 stories have 2 rooms down. Maybe some of those smaller lot products on 40s and 45s might have 1, you know, master bedroom down. But for the most part, they're great for hosting. They're great for having people in town and still having enough bedrooms for all your kiddos. Many of their floor plans are 4 and 5 bedrooms. And so you have 2 rooms down and 2 to 3 bedrooms up. Additionally, they're known for tons of secondary spaces. So typically you have nice dining space, as well as a study, as well as a game room. And most of their floor plans, again, unless they're on those smaller lots where they just literally can't accommodate it through the width of the home, they're gonna have an attached media room to that game room. And so you're gonna have a lot of secondary spaces in these Westin homes, and they're really known for that. Most of their master bedroom plans have 2 closets, which save marriages, y'all. And they're really creative about where these closets are located. A lot of times they're kind of underneath this rotunda stair. So they have some really interesting nooks and crannies, kind of really creatively maximizing the space and storage that you have in them. And additionally, you're gonna notice that I think literally almost all of their floor plans, the utility room is connected to the master, closet, which is connected to the master suite bathroom, which is connected to the master room. And so that's pretty cool. And I don't see that enough. It's very efficient. And I mean, let's be real. Who's doing the laundry when there's a family, right? Probably the mom and the dad and the parents. And so to have that utility room connected to the master bedroom closet, that's a game changer, and it functionally works really well. It lives well when it comes to floor plans. So I find that really cool, and I see that in almost every Westin floor plan. Additionally, they're really known for their tall ceilings. So just about every 2-story home that they make, you're never gonna see standard, 10 or 12-foot ceilings. They're gonna have these really tall 20-foot ceilings with tons of natural light. And so again, not only is your eye drawn to the rotunda centerpiece staircase, but also you're drawn to just looking up and seeing all this natural light and these really tall ceilings. And so all of their floor plans are very open concept, where the living room and the kitchen and the dining are kind of all open to one another and very functional space for the family. And again, that's kind of all the rage right now. People really want those livable, open concept, high ceiling, tons of natural light style floor plans. And Westin checks just about every one of those boxes when clients are telling me that they want all of these things. I can confidently take them to a Westin and know it's going to check every box. When it comes to designing them, they do really nice, modern, at least right now. They always are what is in. And so right now we have the modern, elegant, kind of the modern contemporary look that they are capitalizing on really well. So you're gonna see really nice quartz countertops with the waterfall style. A lot of times you're gonna see the brushed gold or brass look, or the flat black, whites and grays, all those fun accent colors. And their interior designers are really, really good at putting these color palettes together, because they're very neutral and just very easy to the eye and easy to fall in love with. So when you walk in, you're gonna notice that very modern, timeless look when it comes to the chandeliers and the fixtures and everything down to the hardware on the cabinetry. They put really nice upgrades into their inventory homes, and overall just, it's easy to fall in love with these Westin homes because of what they're known for and what they do just about every plan. Also, Westin is pretty unique. 90 to 95% of the time, this is what I'm seeing when it comes to Westin when you get into these master plan communities. They are building a lot of inventory homes. And so what inventory homes are, and you can check out this video where I explain what an inventory home is and how they're cool and how they are the best bang for your buck. What they are simply, they choose the lot, they choose the plan, they choose these interior packages, exterior packages, and they put the home together and they put it on the market to sell to anyone, first come, first serve. But the beauty of these is you really get the best bang for your buck. And again, Westin is just so easy to fall in love with their interior decorators and designers and the color palettes and everything they put together. And they are very good with sticking with the times and what people are interested in. Their floor plans are great. It's just hard to not fall in love with their inventory homes. And so they are capitalizing on that as a business strategy, as a business model. I've noticed they are leaning more and more to these inventory homes and are not really offering too much opportunity in the way of dirt builds anymore. And so real quickly, what a dirt build is if you were to choose the floor plan, the lot, and you go to a design center and you get to choose all the furnishings in the home, the flooring, the countertops, that kind of stuff. And while you can do this on rare occasions, with Westin, it's gonna take getting into a new community that's just broken ground, where there are available lots that they have not pre-chosen yet to put an inventory on. And there's the repeat clause, so you got to avoid that. So if there is this floor plan 3 lots over that you want to build, you would not be able to do it. You'd have to choose a different lot. So it's very circumstantial out here, but it's pretty tough, and they really don't incentivize it because it's way more expensive just going through the process of a base floor plan picking that lot, which may have a premium if you get something that's oversized or corner or cul-de-sac style lots. And so they just, at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot more expensive, but you do get exactly what you want. And so if you're not time sensitive and you have a very specific need or a very specific idea of what you want, then that may be the route you want to go. But it can be very tough to find, and you really, it's just all about the right circumstance when it comes to Westin, because they're just not doing it very often anymore. They used to do it a lot, and now they just hardly do it at all. So now what I am seeing them do that's pretty interesting and unique to Westin specifically is what they call quick startups or hybrid builds. And so what this is where they choose the floor plan in the lot. And what they allow you to do if you come in at the right time and they haven't chosen an interior package for it yet, is they're gonna allow you to come in and choose that interior package. Now, normally they have anywhere from like 6 to a dozen plus interior packages, but it makes it really easy and cost effective. On average, what they tout is you save anywhere from 20 to 30% than if you were to go to the design center and do it the traditional way and pick every little thing out yourself. And for those who have never been to the design center when doing a dirt build, it could be overwhelming, like decision overwhelm to the max, because there's just so many different decisions. These are going to be multiple 4-hour appointments where you choose everything from the grout of your flooring or your backsplash to the fixtures and the fans and just every little thing, the carpet. And so it can be very overwhelming. And so these interior packages are put together by interior decorators and designers, and they've done very, very good, and they're very tasteful. And it's what they put into their inventory homes already. And so it's already what people are looking for. It's really good for resale value, because sometimes, no offense to anybody, but we don't make the appropriate choices, or maybe we make very selective choices that we like that the general public may not like when you go to resell later. And so these type of interior packages can really help you sell the home later, kind of keep the home fashionable in the times, looking good, and it just makes the process easier and it's cheaper. So that's something very unique I've been seeing that Westin does that no other builder is really doing. And honestly, I'm seeing that more as an opportunity than a dirt build. And of course, their bread and butter right now are these inventory homes. So one last thing that I want to touch on is their business model. Because they're focusing so much on these inventory homes, they are one of the most price conscious builders out there, especially here in the Houston markets. And so what you can get for these average of 3,100, 3,200 square foot and to 3,800 square feet, these very large 2-story homes can range anywhere from the high 4s to the mid to upper 7s when it comes to pricing. But they are the most price conscious because what they do is they list the home usually when it's in the process of being built, maybe 3 to 6 months from being done. And then as it gets closer and closer to finishing, you're gonna already start to see on the local MLS or realtor.com or whatever you're using to keep an eye on the inventory, you're gonna start seeing price discounts. And they do heavy discounts, y'all. We're gonna see 25, 50, $70,000 plus in discounts sometimes. And so while everybody else is struggling to move units and sell, Westin's having their best quarters to date in this market that's honestly slower. There's less buyer demand. And so they're just doing a really good job of moving the product. And so what they do is they price the home and they use every bit of the cash or incentive to knock it off the price. But here's the cool part. When you get into negotiating or making an offer on a home, what you can do is you can use up to 6% is what loans typically allow you. So every loan's a little different. You got to get with your lender and your realtor to see what you can do. But up to 6% on government-backed loans, or depending on what your down payment is on a conventional loan, you can get up to 6% in closing cost concessions from a seller or a builder in this case. And so let's say they've knocked the house down 75K. Well, you could use up to 6% of that 75 grand that they've used towards bringing the home price down off the price of the home as a closing cost. And so if you want to buy your rate down, they don't handcuff you to using any particular lender. They do have partnered lenders, but there's not a lot of incentives or extra spiffs related to that like other builders have. A lot of times the incentives are very much attached to the lender that the builder is either partnered with or owns outright. And in this case, they don't handcuff you to that. They just allow you to use that money how you want. Now, dollar for dollar, whatever you use for closing costs, you got to add back into the price. So it'll be a little confusing. However, at the end of the day, if there's say 75 grand off the home and you want to use 15, 20 grand towards closing costs, you could use that in that form of a concession, buy your rate down, use whatever lender you want, and then make the best deal for yourself that you can make. And so there's a lot of flexibility there with their incentive structure, and they're just very price driven, which I find really kind of cool and just kind of uplifting and nice. It's a nice change of pace, considering some of the other builders that we have to work with out here and how they're more interest rate driven or closing costs driven, or just different types of incentive packages that are all usually handcuffed to using their lender or some partnered bank or something. And so it's pretty cool how they're doing that, very unique, and that's what I like about Westin. All right, so that's Westin in a nutshell, right? Lots of really cool differentiating factors, but to hit the high points, they're very modern. They're known for tall ceilings and these really cool rotunda style staircases with these tray ceilings. It's a real jaw dropper, stunning architectural home. And they are building in all these master plan communities in Houston, and they even have gotten out to Austin. They're very price conscious and just have phenomenal features about them, and their business model is quite different than a lot of other builders out there, giving you some really good bang for your buck with these inventory homes that they're just busting out in every community that we go to. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a first person style tour where you're gonna see what I'm seeing, and it's gonna be as though you're stepping foot into the house. And we're gonna do one of their signature 2-story Wimberley 2 plans here. It's brand new out here in the Woodlands Hill community, a brand new model that they just opened up. And then we're also gonna do their 1-story, which again, they build amazing 1-story homes. They're just not as known for them, but they're still every bit as beautiful. And we're gonna step over there and do a tour of that. So you don't wanna miss that. So let's jump in to that tour right now. All right, so of course we're gonna start with the outside of the home here. So one of the things I love about Westin is just their elevations. And so what I mean by the elevation is the brick and stonework and the architectural and peaks of the home. Now, most builders are going to have kind of a good, better, best, or a free all the way up to most expensive when it comes to building. But Westin, I've seen more traditional looks, but lately they do a lot more of these very modern looks. And so I love the look of this. This is the Wimberley 2 plan. Let's go inside and check it out. All right, guys, so I just stepped foot in. And so again, immediately what you're going to notice are those tall ceilings. And you could even see above the staircase there, that's where that rotunda is that they're known for. So you're not typically going to have a monitor there. That's probably for their security system for this model home. But you got a nice wide elevation. I believe this is going to be a 55-foot product on this Wimberley 2 plan. It is a 4-bedroom. 2 of the rooms are down. But immediately, most of their plans, immediately to the left or right, depending on which swing you have. And what I mean by that is what side the garage is on and what side the door is on. You're going to have the office. And so it's going to have some nice single hung windows with a nice view of outside. Now, we're in the model, guys, so they're going to have a lot of these upgrades that may or may not be in the inventory homes, but obviously you got to build in there. Now, wood look tile is their standard, or what I see in almost every inventory plan. All right, so as we press forward, again, you can kind of notice those 20-foot ceilings, and from the bottom to the top, you've got windows, right, with tons of natural light. But let me direct you over here to you got a half bath here, convenient for everybody to use. Of course, they've got a bunch of upgrades in there. I don't typically see this badass like mirror subway tile, but they usually do choose something that's eloquent and nice and matches the rest of the room. But you've got your secondary bedroom here, and it has, usually a decent size closet. Turn on the light here. See if I can turn on the light. There we go. So again, just notice the creativity in storage to kind of get as much storage as they can. But that's a decent sized closet, y'all, for a secondary room. And then pretty nice shower. They went all the way up to the ceiling in this case. On inventory homes, I typically see that they go maybe almost to the ceiling. But yeah, you've got this really fancy mirror. Don't mind me in it.
All right.
And just what I was talking about, this is going to be your utility room. Now, they don't have a washer and dryer in here, so apparently you just iron when it comes to these model homes. But look how we're interconnected here, and check out this massive ass closet. Again, now in this case, on this plan, it's just one closet, but this is under the rotunda stair, guys. So it's pretty neat how much storage they get in here and how unique they get with the built-ins, and how it's ultimately connected, right? Now, Most of their inventories are going to do a standalone. You're going to have some beautiful tile that look like marble. They always do this with their master baths, or showers I should say. They go all the way to the ceiling. That's pretty standard on their inventory home packages. But I mean, look at the choices, y'all. So beautiful. I'm seeing some stained cabinets come back. They always have these giant standalone tubs with a nice window that lets in a lot of light, but it's private. Now I'm gonna walk you right into this nice tray ceiling style master bedroom. All right, so we're walking out of the master now. They're always gonna give you kind of a bonus linen closet right there by your master usually. And I've just done a full circle, y'all, and now check this out. I'm in this living room with these huge, tall ass ceilings, open concept into your dining. Don't mind my stuff. But I mean, this is amazing. I love this floor plan. It's one of my favorites. It is a popular one. But here's that rotunda style, jaw-dropping staircase, right? Really nice. So this is a signature piece in Westin that people clearly love. So there's your front door. We already saw, that was a utility room that went back into the master, and then we saw the secondary bedroom. So normally there's a fridge here. You've got, mounted. Now usually standard, or the packages that I see them do, are gonna be these built-in ovens, microwave, and a cooktop stove. You've got beautiful quartz countertops. And a lot of times they do the waterfall style island. In this case, they just went with a really nice island up top. And they usually have nice pendants. And I mean, hopefully I could design my house this nice, but beautiful, right? So let's go check up the upstairs. So they always give you like a really nice landing pad out here. I don't know what the hell you would do right here, but it's just nice to have room. There is a really nice overlook. And then this is a 55-foot product, y'all. They make 65 and 70 foots, which are larger, but I mean, look, you put a pool table. In this case, they put a mounted table there, kind of as an upgrade. And then this is what I love about Westin's. They always have these dedicated media rooms right off the game room. And so of course, you could do a barn style door here, or you've got the French doors you can shut, which I like. You get enough room, little nook there to sit for whatever while you wait for your turn maybe. And so in this floor plan, you've got two other secondary bedrooms. Decent sized closet. And then in this case, they don't have the mirrors yet, but you're gonna have a Jack and Jill style bathroom. Again, they went all the way up to the ceiling with your tile. They won't necessarily do that every time, but I do always see like a really nice porcelain tub and tile upstairs. And then right here, they're going with that kind of that flat marble look. Similar cabinets, tile floors, carpet upstairs. I'm overlooking the balcony right now. A little extra light there. But you got kind of this catwalk look upstairs. So there was that first bedroom, the bathroom, and here's the last secondary bedroom. And so it looks like you could put a built-in right there. That's pretty cool. All of them are decent size, anywhere from 15 to 16 feet squares. Not bad, right? All right, last but not least, let's check out this backyard. Now in this case, this is a standard patio. They always do covered patios. This is about as small as I see it. A lot of times it'll go all the way to the full extension. Obviously with the windows, they're very careful about not blocking out the light, so they won't put a roof there sometimes. But this is just an example of a decent sized backyard. And let me give you the back elevation of this house. So notice how it's all brick. They do very minimal hardy plank, usually a little bit on the sides. But I mean, in some neighborhoods, I see them do full brick. But look at all those windows, and just even the back of the house is beautiful. Love it. All right, guys, so now that we're done checking out the Wimberley 2 two-story plan, and you've seen everything that they're known for, from the rotunda staircase to those tall ceilings and all that natural light, now let's go check out one of their phenomenal one-stories. All right, guys, so now we're gonna look at this really nice 2 plan. I believe this is the Lorraine 2. If you haven't noticed, we looked at the Wimberley 2, now the Lorraine 2. One of their most popular floor plans is called the Carter 9. So rather than just completely change the floor plans, they just continuously revamp them and add a number to it. So this one's the Lorraine 2. It's a one-story plan. Notice how it's a lot more traditional, right? It's all about the brick choice. You've got the beige tan brick with the red outlier there around the arch. And so it's, you know, they have more modern stuff, but I also see them do some traditional things. And then check out this door. I love these beautiful doors. All right, what you're gonna notice here, you know, a little bit of a thinner hallway. However, this is a 65-foot wide lot or plan. And so you're gonna notice that as we walk the rooms. And one of the cool things about these one stories, y'all, is they can do a lot of these cool tray ceilings with like an accent wood inside and nice chandeliers. Of course, these are upgraded to the 9s and won't necessarily do that in their inventory homes, but maybe if you get one of those quick starts, you can do it. But look at these ceilings, holy crap. These are probably 20-foot ceilings, I don't know, maybe 18. Huge. You overlook the front yard here in this secondary bedroom. Decent walk-in closet. And then you're gonna have kind of a Jack and Jill setup here. So nice sink, you got like the white flat marble again. And then look at this, all the way to the ceiling, they went with the tile, which again, they don't necessarily do on every inventory home, but still really nice. I like the black fixtures, very modern. And then another sizable room. Now this one, the ceilings aren't as tall, probably 12 feet, give or take. And then, of course, you got a decent size walk-in closet here. I mean, almost the size of mine at my house, honestly. And then you have another secondary bedroom, huge ceilings again, like that first one. This one has its own dedicated ensuite, which is cool. So I would designate this to your, oh wow, this is freaking massive. I would dedicate this to your guest, obviously. Of course, they went all the way to the ceiling with tile again. Really cool mirrors. This one actually has a quartz, but it's still kind of a thinner marble, but again, beautiful. I love the stained wood accent with the hardware they chose. This one's almost got floor to ceiling windows here. And then this engineered hardwood, beautiful. They usually do wood look tile. And then you just have this massive secondary bath in a one story, which is rare to just have a powder bath in a one story. So that's pretty cool. And then coat closet right here at the front. All right, so continuing down the hall, this is where things are gonna get interesting, y'all. Check this out. Cathedral ceilings, absolutely gorgeous. Love the wood beams, the chandelier. Look at this freaking massive island. It's a T. It's a table connected to an island. Somehow they get this into like 2 to 3 quartz pieces. It all fits together. I went ahead and threw my stuff out there. I feel like I'm at home. Got your fridge, but it's like this quartz marble look. It's like this flat glaze. And then it's just completely open to the living room. Farmhouse style sink, 6-burner stove. That's an upgrade for sure. They got the cafe series here with your microwave and built-in oven. Or no, I'm sorry, it's KitchenAid. It looks like the GE Cafe, which are really expensive. And then I've seen built-ins here where they do like a wine bar or a dry bar of some sort. You can do that. Nice windows overlooking the backyard. Again, those accents into that tray ceiling with the wood look, matching the beams. And then most of their homes, they do these really cool fireplaces here in Houston. Fireplaces are more for ambiance. We don't really need them. We literally have a couple weeks worth of cold weather out here. We're in it right now in the middle of January, and it's 57 degrees outside. But it was cold this morning. So they can put off heat, but there's also ambiance where you can set up the colors and stuff like that. So they're actually pretty darn useful here in Houston. But here, check this out. I don't know how I feel about this, but they throw the office here right off of the living room. Now I have very loud toddlers, so I don't know how I'd feel or how much work I'd get done being right next to the TV family room. But to each their own, and it's pretty interesting. I could see it working for later in life. All right, now walking off the kitchen, you've just got this really cool like extra storage area. Honestly, I don't know what the hell I would do with it, but it's cool. And lead you in here, and that's a badass tray ceiling, really nice windows. By the way, we're in the master primary bedroom, whatever you want to call it, y'all. I'm gonna go over here, just kind of sit in this chair and give you that perspective of what it would be like to live here. That's a nice bed. All right, now check this bathroom out. I thought the other ones were nice. This is really nice. So you got this own dedicated powder over here, 2 vanity sinks, again, another standalone tub with the glass, frosted window, and then this massive closet. Now it is 1 closet again. A lot of their plans have 2, but I do like the partition. Keeps things equal and civil between you and your partner, which saves marriages. Again, wood accent up there. Those are some upgrades. They went to the ceiling there, and really cool tile work there. So overall, this is a 1-story plan. Let's check out the backyard. All right, coming out to the backyard, this could be a little bit more of a sizable patio. Looks like they did an upgraded tile here, or they'll do like a painted concrete, but this is nice big ass fan. You need that here in Houston in the summers. And we're in an interesting neighborhood with actual topography out here in North Conroe Willis area. Most of Houston's pretty damn flat, so you don't really see these retaining walls, but I love this kind of a yard because while you are below everything, you get like max privacy. So this will be sweet when they sell it and they're done selling out here. But whoa, big ass hawk just flew off the roof. But you see a little bit more of a traditional brick that they chose here. This house is full brick. There's only hardy plank kind of here and there. So it's gonna be really well insulated, really energy efficient. And this is a massive lot for a suburban master plan community. Freaking huge. But you get some side yard. In this case, they threw some gutters on there. Beautiful, I love it. All right guys, thank you so much for viewing. I hope that this explains Westin pretty well. If you guys are still on the fence about moving to Houston, check this video out where I'm gonna go over the top 6 reasons why North Houston's the best. It's where I'm from, I'm a little biased, but this video is gonna explain why North Houston's the best. So until next time, I'll see y'all.